Welcome and thank you very much for joining us today. I'm Sharon Garcia. I'm the Executive Dean for Liberal Arts and Sciences. We appreciate that you're here today joining us to learn more about the visual and performing arts at Waubonsee Community College. Today we'll be presenting a comprehensive information on our arts and music programs. And today we have Doug Jepson, Associate Professor of Art and Ceramics, who will be talking more about the arts program. And we have Heather Weber, Assistant Professor of Arts, here today to answer any of your questions. And we have Dr. Mark Lathan, Associate Professor of Music, to present music today. We're excited that you took time out of your day to meet with faculty today, and I hope you have a chance to ask the questions that you may have. As a dean, I often tell students, who come to me, it's always important to make those valuable connections with your faculty, since they're focused on your success and they're very knowledgeable in their disciplines and they have connections to the community, whether it's the arts or music. That's what's valuable about the community college experience, right? You have access to your faculty and you make those, I would ask you to make those important connections with them. And in regards to our spaces, we're really proud of our spaces. We have our newly renovated building, Von Olin Hall, with impressive studio spaces, and hopefully that'll inspire you as you continue to develop your skills in arts and music. And then, as you can see here, we offer courses at an affordable rate. You can see the graphic here in comparison to local universities. We offer a reasonable rate at $132 per credit hour. Our financial aid office is happy to help you with any payment plans and more. And I would actually ask you to really consider the scholarships that we offer. We are always encouraging our students to take advantage of that and to help with their educational costs. So as you can see here, my choice offerings include the choice to take courses face-to-face, so traditional courses, as well as online, where it's completely online. You also have hybrid, where some portion of your class is face-to-face and another portion is online. And you have sync online, where you will meet with your faculty over online via Zoom. And then you have finally our last option, which is flex, and where you have the choice of joining in classroom face-to-face, or you can Zoom in during that scheduled class time, or you can watch the recording later when it's most convenient for you. So it's kind of the flexibility of that choice. Our Office of Academic Support provides our comprehensive support services to our students, including tutoring, where you have access to come in person, but you also have the 24/7 tutoring access through Smart Thinking. So they also have library resources, many things to help support you throughout your time here with us. And then if your educational goal is to transfer after completing your first 2 years with us, we have academic advising and counseling staff that can help you transfer seamlessly to a university that you intend to go to. We also have our pathways on our website that you can easily download. They're PDFs that you can take a look at. We also have 2+2 agreements in art and music that our faculty are going to talk to you a little bit more about today as well. And then if you have previous college credit, you always want to meet with an academic advisor or career advisor. And if you don't, then you'll start with admissions and they can help you through that process as well. And then our summer registration has already begun. And before you know it, it's going to be May 24th. So hopefully we may see some of you in summer. And then if not, we also have our fall semester registration open now, and fall will begin August 23rd. And so now I guess I'll just hand this off to Doug Jepson. He's our Associate Professor of Art and Ceramics, and he'll provide you some details of our art program. Thank you.
Everybody probably has a little bit of Zoom fatigue, so I'm not going to go on forever, but I just want to kind of highlight some of the things that are happening in our department. So, we have drawing, painting, photography, ceramics, graphic design, art history, and it's some examples of student work that we have here. One of the things that really is this not going to go? There we go. Okay, so all of our studio classes are art history classes, and we appreciate you taking a look and at the department. Really hope you be, come and be part of our community. We take a lot of trips. We'll talk about that. This is one of our students that when we took about 50 students to Blue Man Group via the Ceramics Club, Art Club, and another club on campus. And one of our students actually two of our students ended up on stage. So Diane was during the Twinkie episode, if you guys have ever been there. So that was a lot of fun. Our faculty, I teach ceramics, design, design 2, sculpture 1, all the 3D classes. Martine Stuckey, she's not with us tonight, but she's takes care of painting, drawing, a lot of the 2D. And then Heather is our assistant professor of art, teaches all of our art history classes. We're NASAT accredited, which is the National Association of Schools of Art and Design, and that is a national accrediting body that oversees all universities, all colleges, their art departments. We're one of 2 community colleges in the state that's NASAT accredited. And there's only about 13 to 14% of art departments that are accredited by this body in the United States. So if you think about all of the School of Arts at every college across the United States, only about 13-14% are accredited, and we're one of 2 community colleges in the state. So it's a great honor that we have. It's a testament to what our students do, and I think that's pretty wonderful. Little view of the ceramic studio, providing a creative space to work. We'll get into these spaces in a little bit. Once you come onto campus, our student studios are in Von Olen Ceramic Studio here on the left, the Kiln Yard. Our graphics design are up in Henning Computer Center up on the top left. But if you come over to the right, you'll see Von Olen Hall Ceramic CER, the Student Center. I'm in front of the kiln yard, so I can't see it. But over here, we've got our kiln facility. So we've got some nice spaces. If you're coming on campus to register, you're going to come into the Student Center and look there. But if you're here, you can come through Von Olen Hall. I've got some images of that. The music department is also in Von Olen, so we're all kind of together. This is upstairs, newly remodeled space. Really, really quite nice upstairs, downstairs. Design studios, our classes are a lot in a hybrid mode right now. We're some are hybrid, some are face-to-face, but we've got these wonderful studios with Northern Light, the Digital Photo Mac Lab, amazing printers, everything you need at your disposal. Painting studio, this is in between classes, but a student working here on the right. But again, the beautiful amount of north light that comes in here. It's a really beautiful, airy space to work. So painting 1, 2, 3 studio art up in this space. Downstairs is our drawing studio where we'll have basic drawing 1, drawing 2, life drawing here as well. Ceramic studio, it's in our own building. It's about 5,400 square feet of actually this building's 7,000 square feet of space. The outdoor facility is about 5,400 square feet of space, and this is my beginning class. Right now we're meeting 2 days a week, and we've been able to space spread out nicely. So ceramics 1, and then I've got ceramics 2, 3, and a studio art, which is basically ceramics 4. I'm teaching design 2 this semester. We'll have sculpture 1 in the fall. On the right side is one of my beginning students. Their project, we were doing the absurd and the ridiculous. So they were taking an object, whatever it was, and making it absurd. So she took this little snail, and it's about 26 inches across. I think it's pretty fun to see what they were doing. We had like a ginormous golf ball and a big Atari joystick. So here's the outdoor kiln space. And then we just finished a couple wood firings, the 21st to the 24th. So my students we were working around the clock for 76 hours to fire these kilns. And it's something that I really like because it is that college experience to where, we're always on campus. We're working and we're working together, and that's kind of what the arts do. We're always here. And so this on the left is the Anagama. It's based off of a 5th, 6th century Asian style climbing kiln. My students are taking pictures of the gummy worm that they were melting on the top of it here. So that was this was about 1:30 in the morning, and they're firing this kiln as well. So we're moving that through, and we had them about 2,400 degrees. Art history classes that we teach, ancient to medieval, Renaissance to modern, gender and art, contemporary art. A majority of our classes are all IAI, the Illinois Articulation Initiative, so they will transfer into four-year institutions. So when you're taking them here, you don't have to retake at, say, if you transfer to Northern, you transfer to ISU, anywhere in there. Graphic design at over in the Henning Computer Center, over just on the north side of campus. So we've got graphics design, typography, illustration, and we're really looking forward to having those classes full again in the fall and getting everybody back on campus. Our Arrowhead room in the Dixon window. This is right off of the bookstore in our main administrative building. We have the Arrowhead room where we have exhibitions from artists from all over the United States. We bring people in to give lectures, workshops. They're working with our students in a multitude of studios. Sometimes we'll have people here for a day. Sometimes we'll have people here for a week. So we do a lot of different activities, because it's important that if we're teaching our students to be artists, that they're involved with the arts, and they're seeing working professional artists and having an understanding. Yes, you can do this for a living. This actually is a viable career path. We have the student art purchase plan, where each semester we're purchasing student artwork, and it's displayed along our every building on each campus, which is wonderful as well. The Ceramics Club hosts visiting artists, and we collect a piece from those artists. And this is an example on the left of some of the work from there. We've had artists from Germany, from Australia, from all over the United States to work with our students. So it's pretty exciting. Sharon touched a little bit on the 2+2s and our agreements. We have, these transfer degree pathways. So set up that you'll have, so it's like, okay, this first semester, this second semester. So you can get your associates in, 2 years in the 4 semesters so you're not like, oh, wait, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this. So if you follow these, here they are. And this is something that we've been working on. So this is nice. The 2+2 agreements, transferring out and to Columbia, to the Art Institute. And so, we have, moving from here into a bachelor's degree. And we've had many of our students use this. And so, they're transferring in as juniors, so that the time that you're spending here is really beneficial to the future. And here's the transfer guide to the Art Institute. We have this to Northern as well. We do a lot with First Fridays. I don't know how many people have been down to Aurora's First Fridays. They're coming up this Friday night. We're not doing anything per se, but we do have activities going on. We've been doing a lot down at our Aurora campus because it's just an amazing location. We've partnered with the music department, arts, everything. And so we've created this activity down there. We were doing about 4 a year. And this in February, we've had high school shows happening. And so we invite the different jazz combos there. We have exhibitions in the library. So that's exciting too. So getting our students involved and exploring the arts down in Aurora too, which is nice. Our Skyway art competition. Skyway is our collegiate conference, like it would be the Big Ten, the Big 12, the SEC, any of those things. And so we compete in athletics, literature, art, music, everything. And this year, our painting student, Dan Capabianco, he won Best of Show. This is 8 different community college from the region. And then Tanvi Agrawal had an award of excellence for her soda-fired piece. Our students normally place at this, so that's exciting to see. And but these are things that we encourage our students to do. So lots of exhibition opportunities and just a little bit of life at Waubonsie. These are some of the things. We take trips. Up on the top left is a trip to Minneapolis for a big ceramics exhibition. We went to Blue Man Group. We do bake sales. There's pottery sales. We've open houses. We go to the Art Institute. We go to SOFA Chicago at Navy Pier. So we do a lot of different activities, which is exciting. And then look forward to seeing you guys in the fall. A lot of the classes, so you can kind of take a look at those. As Sharon said, fall registration open today. The summer term, the 3-week term does start on the 24th. The 8-week term starts on June 14th. So a couple different options in there. So I'm going to turn it over to Mark. I know that I appreciate you guys being here, and look forward to seeing you in the fall.
So my name is Dr. Mark Lathan, and I've been teaching here at Waubonsie for about 18 years, involved with the music department. So I'm one of the music instructors here. We've actually got quite a few instructors, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to those folks in just a bit. So let me go ahead and get started, just showing you a little bit around the department. So as Doug told you about ceramics and about visual art and such, we have various program options. So we essentially come from 2 different ways. You take a look on the left, you'll see we have the Associate of Arts degree. So this is like what we call a transfer degree. This is a degree that people often go for if they want to get a bachelor's, if they want to move on to a 4-year school. And so we have that. Some of the careers that you might be going for to get one of these degrees would be performance, education, music business, or music therapy, which is very much an up-and-coming industry. People who either are convalescing from some sort of a condition or maybe assisted living centers, they'll bring a musician in to kind of, bring the mood up. This is a viable business. And the audio production certificate on the right, which is essentially a 1-year program. And I will get into that a little bit more in detail in a minute or so, or in a few minutes. This is just a 1-year thing, 17 to 19 credit hours, and includes the classes that you see listed there: audio recording and production, electronic music, music business, and music theory. So let me move on here. So why would you want to study music at Waubonsie? So I've put together a few things that I think are pretty good reasons. First of all, we have a lot of ensembles here, and we've got performance opportunities. So you come here and you get a chance to sing, or you get a chance to play. We have very talented and dedicated faculty, and I'm going to introduce you to each and every one of those people in just a moment. We have one-on-one private instruction. And here, this is an important point. Let's say you're not planning on being a music major, but let's say that you are somebody who likes to participate in musical groups or classes. We welcome people in all fields of study. So let's say you're planning on being a chemistry major, for instance, or a business major. You could still come join us. Let's say you're a guitarist, you want to play in the jazz combo, or maybe you're a singer, you want to take part in the chorale. We love having people who come in that aren't necessarily music majors. If you want to be a music major, that's great. We've got the 2-year and the 1-year the 2-year transfer and the 1-year audio production program. But even if you're not a major, you could still come in and join us. And of course, at $132 per credit hour, I think you've got a pretty good deal here. So what I'm going to do at this point, I have about a 2-minute or so video. Rather than describing the ensembles to you, I'm just going to show them to you, and hopefully you're going to hear. I'm going to test the audio here. Let's make sure that you're hearing what's going on. This is a brief look, little soundbite at our 6 ensembles. So that's just a brief look at our musical groups, some of our musical groups. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to introduce you to our faculty. So I've got a page for each of them. I will be talking quickly because there's a lot of us. There are 11 people to talk to you about. Coming in alphabetical order here, we've got a very talented virtuoso tubist and string bassist by the name of Dan Anderson, who teaches private instruction on both of those instruments. He's actually in demand in Chicago as a bassist with the jazz scene. Sandra Anderson, no relation to Dan, is our wonderful piano instructor. She teaches class piano for us from beginning to advanced. She's a wonderful classical pianist and a fine interpreter of music. I've worked with her before putting together concerts. And she also, she accompanies our chorale. Dr. Eric Binder is our jazz band director and is a wonderful jazz drummer as well. He is also in demand in the city. He's just gotten his doctoral degree from the University of Illinois. He's also a composer and has 2 books published that are drum methods for people studying jazz. Frank Check is another of our percussion instructors. He plays drum set as well, and he does all things steel band. So he directs our steel band. He's a gentleman you saw playing drums with our steel band, and he also arranges music for them and plays quite a few concerts in and around the community with the Waubonsee Steel Band. It's a great group to get out and play concerts with. Quentin Dover is our guitar instructor, one of our guitar instructors actually, but he does all styles. Quentin is a wonderful classical player, grounded in classics, but plays rock and roll as well, and he also plays jazz and works with various groups around the area. Also in demand as a teacher, he teaches at Northern Illinois University as well. Sarah Gregory is our woodwind person, so she teaches saxophone, clarinet, and flute, and she also is our music business person. She has knowledge in that topic, and I'll be talking about music business in a bit. And so she's kind of our liaison with that as well. Very talented, smart lady. Andrea James is a wonderfully talented vocalist. She has actually sung on several of my recordings, so I would hire her in a minute. She's an awesome musician and a very easy person to work with. She's very nice and also very enthusiastic about making music. The lower left-hand corner is a picture of her with Fareed Haq on a CD cover. They have just released a record of Spanish art songs. Fareed Haq, he was a guitar instructor, professor at Northern Illinois University for quite a while, until just rather recently. These are pictures of me. And so I have my degree in trumpet from Northern Illinois University. Welcome. I have my degree in trumpet from Northern Illinois University, and I have a degree in composition from UCLA. I teach music theory, trumpet, piano. I direct a concert band as well, and I teach composition. Bill Nelson is our elder statesman. He's been here for several decades and is a wonderful voice teacher. He works with all levels very well. If you're just beginning with voice, or if you're coming in as an intermediate or advanced student, he can move you along, and he just has a wonderful rapport with all his students. He is also a pianist and does teach piano, and he's a church musician, a very seasoned one, so he knows his way around that side of the art. Mark Popowich is our audio production guru, and he heads up the audio production program here and is also a very talented recording engineer, recording anything from symphony orchestras to punk bands. He also does electronic music composition. So if you want to compose your music on a computer and come up with some wild sounds, he's the guy to talk to. He is also a talented guitarist and bassist and does teach one-on-one lessons, private lessons on those instruments, as well as sponsoring our music club, Chord. So, and then Holly Schmidt is our chorale director, and she is also a very talented voice teacher. Got her degrees from Valparaiso University and has a master's from NIU. And aside from directing our chorale and chamber choir, she is also a West Aurora grad. So she is in and from around the community. And so that's essentially our faculty here. So we're proud of our faculty because we're very well rounded. We kind of hit all styles of music. As you know, there's many styles. So I talked to you about 2 different tracks that you could study if you are looking at actually studying music as a main profession. There are the transfer classes, which go towards the Associate of Arts. And so these are some of the things that you could do with a degree like this. Once you've gotten the bachelor's, you could become a band director or a choral director. You could be a music teacher in the schools. You could become a performing artist. Music therapy, I mentioned, or you could go into the music business, publishing, media, and talent management. And music business is something of an interdisciplinary thing. In other words, you need to know more than one topic to do business. And so we've formed a partnership with Western Illinois University. This is a 2+2 agreement. You heard Doug talk about these. Our 2+2 in music business with Western basically takes the Associate of Arts at Waubonsee. If you earn an Associate of Arts, and this is a look at the requirements, that's a lot to read in 2 seconds, but this is the 4-semester degree. You earn that, Western Illinois will take the entire degree in a box, port it over to Western and say, now you're a third-year student. And so that just moves you right along. It's very expedient. So it's a good way to go. So these are some of the reasons that I really believe in our department. Let me find the mouse here again. Let me show you a little bit about our performing and study facilities. We like the facilities that we have. Doug already talked to you about that. Let me play you a short video. This is our Executive Dean, Sharon Garcia, talking to us about the different facilities we have in Von Olin Hall.
Here in the band room and also in the choir room and hallways are sound canceling ceilings and lockers for students' instruments, as well as we have a dedicated percussion room here in the band room. There are also practice rooms. We have theory room equipped with controller keyboards and scoring software programs. We have a piano lab with 12 full keyboard stations and a Yamaha LC4 music lab system. Waubonsee has a variety of music and vocal ensembles led by our talented faculty. So we have extensive opportunities for our students to perform as well as refine their skills. And you don't have to be a music major in order to participate.
Let me talk about the other track that we have, which is audio production. So one important thing is that our audio production classes, any production program has to do this. The equipment is constantly changing. It's constantly being updated. We use state-of-the-art studio facilities. So some of the things we have, if you're in audio production, you may have heard of some of these things. Pro Tools, Ableton Live, Aurora Link's Dante system. This is something that has only been out maybe the last 7 or 8 years. And so we've got some very good equipment that we work with. We also, this could also be applicable to the 2+2 in music business. Music business, just understand that that's people who work in music business are usually musicians. They're not just business people. And so music business is a thing where you might be working in publishing or music distribution. You're not necessarily on stage, but you're working behind the scenes. Some of the career choices in audio production: internet broadcasting, live sound reinforcement. These are the people running sound at outdoor events or in a venue. You could work in radio or TV, recording engineer. You could work as a producer or performing artist. Our certificate gets you on the ground level where you could take an entry level type job in one of these fields and work your way up. Here's a little list of some more of the things. This is really essentially the same list of the things that I mentioned before, what our facilities are equipped with. Let me show you a quick video. Again, this is Sharon Garcia talking and telling us about what we have in the recording.
Here in our state-of-the-art recording studio, students will have access to a professional recording studio with a dedicated live room. We have 16-channel input capability, API and SSL professional quality preamps. We have a collection of industry standard microphones. We also have digital workstations with access to Pro Tools, Ableton Live, and Reaper, to name a few software used in the audio production industry. Students will learn to set up, operate, and troubleshoot recording equipment commonly used in the audio production industry.
So that's a look at that other career track, the audio production. Here's a quick look at the classes that are in the program. And as you can see, this is simply a one-year program, so we don't have quite the array of classes you'd see on the Associate of Arts. This is 17 to 19 hours, usually taken in 2 semesters. But some students hang around a little longer, find that they've got other interests. Maybe they join the steel band or something else. So anyway, this is just a quick overview of what those 2 options are. You've got the associate's degree and you've got the audio production certificate. Or like we've said already, if you're not a music major, you just want to come join us for any of these things that we're offering, you're welcome to come join us. We have fine arts scholarships. And so these are the 9 scholarships that are specifically dedicated to people studying music. They're anywhere from $1,000 to $1,750. And of course, at $132 per credit hour, this money could go a little ways to contribute to your education. So on some of these, for instance, the Gib Monacoski one, we actually have 2 scholarships. We have 3 scholarships under the Performing Arts title, and we have 2 awards under the Arlene Hawks. If you are an East Aurora grad, then you're eligible for this Arlene Hawks, East or West Aurora, I believe it is. Yeah, if you're a person who went to either of the Aurora school districts. And so that is essentially my presentation. So thank you very much for hanging around and listening to that. I know I gave you a lot of words in a short amount of time.
So I just want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope that you'll
Thanks for
consider,
being here.
yes, consider our programs where any of us are here for you. If you ever want to reach out, please do so. All of our information's on our website, and hopefully you'll just reach out at any point. We can give you a tour if you'd like to, and hopefully we'll see you soon in fall.